Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at each personal month forecast for the month of May 2023. And this will include the forecast for the full moon as well as the new moon. And that full moon that we have at the beginning of the month on the 5th is a full moon lunar eclipse. So it's a big one. Before we get into the forecast, this, of course, is a general reading. If you would like a personalized reading where we'll take a deep dive into your own personal numerology, please book some time with me. My information is in the description box below, and you can get an idea for the services that I offer and what might align with your current needs. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. Now, May 2023 is a 3 universal month. Okay, what that means is that basically collectively we're all going to sort of be feeling the energy of the 3. And what that could bring about is sort of more focused energy on communication, how we communicate, how we sort of share our stories, our words, right? The spoken word. We, of course, have a Mercury retrograde at the beginning of the month and through the mid-month. So, communication might be a little bit off. So where it's showing us that, where there might be some sort of glitches is sort of showing us where we might need some additional work, right? So in other words, the energy of the 3, if there's miscommunication, if there's a breakdown in communication, this energy is going to assist us in recognizing that and trying to do better, right? It's not always about how we feel we need to express ourselves, but also taking into consideration how that expression might land for others and what is more easily digestible and what isn't, right? And so if we want to get our message across, we have to take into consideration others and sort of how they receive that information, right? We don't have control over that, but we certainly have control over the intention behind our communication, our written, our spoken word. And, if that's coming from a place of vengeance or hatred or ugliness, right? Or the need to be right, that's going to land a lot differently than if it's coming from a place of an open heart and one of just genuineness, right? Like genuinely just trying to get your message across in a kind and compassionate way. So that can be coming into the forefront this month as well. This can also be a very social time. So you may see your social calendar light up this month collectively, right? Or we might collectively see that. You might see things sort of pick up, the pace pick up a bit. 3 energy is big energy. It wants to be seen and heard and experienced. So anywhere within your life where you might be making yourself small, you could see sort of this energy light that area up and ask you to step out into the spotlight a bit more, ask you to, again, express yourself in an authentic, beautiful way. That feels true for you, right? And so again, you might see the opportunities for collaboration, networking come into play. It's up to you whether you say yes to those invitations or not, but this is a great time to meet new people, meet new friends, significant others, or business partners, right? People who will help you to get your message across on a bigger platform. When we work together and work with others, we often, of course, there's greater energy behind whatever that is. And so that helps us to again, get that message out in a bigger, more expansive way. So big, big energy this month, the month of May collectively. Again, 3 energy wants to be seen, expressed, and experienced, right? So anywhere that you've been sort of making yourself small or trying to hide in the shadows, this energy is going to sort of push you outside your comfort zone a little bit so that you can be seen, so that you can share your gifts, so that you can sit, find your rightful place at the table, sit there and feel confident there, own that space. So 3 energy doesn't allow us or doesn't want us to minimize who we are. It wants us to express who we are and do that in a kind, compassionate way where we're not trying to take somebody else's spotlight away from them, because there's room on the stage for everyone. So beautiful, beautiful energy this month with that 3 energy. Again, it's what we do with it, but I love to see this. This is a very collaborative, coming together, working together, sharing ideas type of energy. And so when we can do that in a harmonious, sort of beautiful way, the rewards are great. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at each personal month and how these energies could be affecting you as we move through May. Personal month 9. So if May is a personal month 9 for you, this could be a month where you see things coming to completion, where cycles are closing out. This is also going to be or ask for you to be more receptive. This is a very feminine sort of energy where it's more, again, receptive. There's more stillness. May seem this month that there's not a whole lot happening, or you might not feel as sort of driven this month. But the purpose of that would be because, again, 9 energy is receptive. So it's saying, you've already done the work. Now let things come to you. You've already created the web. Now let the nutrients come to you. So whatever it is that presents itself to you this month would be things aligned with what you've already put effort into, right? And so now, in order for this to close out or be completed, the missing pieces will present, right? So that you can put it all together and tie it up with a nice bow and then move on to the next thing. So, anything that you feel like you're forcing this month or putting too much energy into, that you're not seeing a lot of return of investment, so to speak, it's just the universe saying you're not meant to force this. You're not meant to exert here. You're meant to receive now. And so allow the universe to present its part to you, right? Or, whatever it is that it's been working on for you. And so that can present in the way of people, relationships, career, anything, change in mindsets type thing. You might get because 9 energy is very spiritual energy as well, right? You might get downloads, dreams this month that give you that sort of awareness or aha moment. And so this is a great month for planning, for having those deeper insights or bigger ideas come in, and then making plans for how you want to initiate, what you want to take, what it is that you want to do. So this is a great planning month to have the vision, hold the vision, and plan how it is that you want to move forward. But this isn't necessarily a great month for initiation or initiating new things or taking big risks or whatnot. Now, of course, if there's things that you feel called to initiate or start or move towards and it flows, go for it. Because if it flows, then it means it's an alignment, right? Like that it's you're meant to be moving down that path. But especially under 9 energy, if it feels like you just keep hitting a wall, that's your indicator to just pause, just see, just release, surrender, let go. Because you will be presented with what you need to be presented with to move forward, right? And so though at times, especially like with 9 energy or sometimes with 4 energy, it can feel very stagnant. It can feel like we're stuck. But a lot of times it's just really like, we're not meant to be in constant action mode. There are times for that, absolutely. But we're not meant to be in like this constant state of action, right? There are times when we need to relax, rejuvenate, recharge, and allow things to come to us. So that would be the message this month for you all. If you don't take anything else away, is allow the things to come to you. And then when they present, then you can decide whether you say yes or no to them and how you want to plan to work with these energies, right? Now, let's see. So the full moon lunar eclipse is happening on the 5th. So the lunar eclipse or any eclipse is a fated moment. It's a destined moment that happens and that typically will sort of unfold over the period of, say, 3 to 6 months or even a year. So whatever comes in for you, whatever themes sort of makes its aware or makes its presence known around this eclipse is sort of the theme that you'll be working with. Now, what's interesting for you all is it's the energy of the 8. So around this eclipse, you'll see things start to come in around those themes of the 8, which of course can be spirituality. It's a very spiritually connected energy when it's in its higher octave, right? So you can see themes around like connecting to your higher consciousness or the universe or God or Allah or whatever you subscribe to. You could see themes around that come in very strongly for you to get reconnected to some type of, faith or whatever. That's possible. But a lot of times with 8 energy, the focal point is around becoming the expert at something, having the expertise and sharing that expertise. They're the business-minded leaders. And so there's something here around business, career, how you express your gifts, coming under sort of the spotlight of this eclipse. Now, again, it's eclipse, so it can be eclipsed out so that something bigger, better, more aligned can come in. That's very possible as well. But it's going to be around the themes of the 8, more than likely for you all. And so you can also see themes around power struggles, sort of finding ways to bring justice to those who are like underserved or, there's been injustice, whether that's you or someone else. There can also be themes around status. Your status could change in this period of time. Contracts, legal proceedings. So again, marriage, divorce, buying a house, having a baby, adopting, any of those sort of themes could come in. It could be as simple as, although it's an eclipse, so it's not probably going to be very simple, but it could be, you were not a pet owner and now you're a pet owner, because like pets also could, come in under this energy. Business is very much highlighted, or again, career. So it's very possible that you will see some kind of change in status with your career. You could see a change in responsibility. And so you might get a promotion or get a different job or, leave one job for another type thing. And with that comes potentially more responsibility, but also more financial support, right? And so you might have to figure out how to kind of move with that and how to find the balance with that as well. Again, because it's happening under an eclipse, there's something fated here that needs to shift or needs to change or needs to come in. And again, it will unfold over the next 6 months or so. You can also see buying or selling a house, or buying or selling land, or doing something with that land is very possible as well. Definitely possible to see, again, the power struggles come in and you finding your place in that, that dynamic and figuring out how to equalize it, right? So that you're not giving your power away, someone's not taking your power from you, you're not doing that to someone else type thing. That could very much come in. Let's see, you could also see entrepreneurship comes in really strong, especially under eclipse energy. This could be a time where you maybe have been working on something, because remember, you're under the umbrella of the 9 as well. So you may have been working on something to start your own business or become the expert at something. Maybe you've been going to school or something like that. And then this month you see that kind of come to fruition, right? Because again, 9 energy, what's coming to you, let things present to you. So you could see things kind of come in now that in the coming months will start to pick up momentum, right? Will give you that sense of momentum. Finances, but also like financial support for your business or your endeavor, whatever. Also business relationships, partnerships are very much highlighted under this. So you might see the people step in to assist you at this time. And remember, there's that undercurrent there of that 9 energy. And so again, I say this is a month for not necessarily initiating something, but seeing what comes to you and then starting that planning process is very possible. Inheritance also falls under this. So it might be that you come into a large sum of money under this eclipse is very, very possible. Now, because again, it's under the sort of umbrella of the 9, or there's that undercurrent, there's gonna be something about how you share those resources, like how you handle that experience also, right? So because 9 energy is also the humanitarian. So it's about it's about making sure that everybody's good, like everybody has what they need so that everybody can move forward type thing, right? It's a very like selfless type of energy. And the 8 is also very selfless, although it's very very like material focused in a sense. It's also very selfless. There's a lot of integrity meant to be behind the 8 energy. It has the potential to gain this tremendous amount of wealth, but it has to do something good with that wealth for it to be able to maintain that wealth. So it doesn't have to be around money, but I would say that there's definitely something here for you all about potentially getting some kind of big resource or whatever, and being mindful about how you share that resource, right? And doing so from your heart center. That's a kind of a big theme this month for you all, especially. And I think because, obviously these energies are merged, so you're going to see that theme kind of continue through this eclipse unfolding. So again, it's what you do with whatever comes in for you. And the same thing, if you're starting your own business, if you get a promotion, if you become a leader in some way, because of that 9 energy, there's got to be a very selfless component to it where, again, it's you have the best interest of others at heart. You're incorporating their ideas. You're looking for resources that not only serve you, but serve others as well. So there's all of that kind of tying together. And then on the new moon, it's either going to happen on the 19th or the 20th, depending on where you live in the world. But the new moon is, again, setting intentions, starting something new, new starts type thing. Now, again, because it's falling under a 9 month, unless you feel completely called to, I wouldn't say this is the month to start it, but this is absolutely a great month for planning, for setting the intentions, that sort of thing. But what's interesting is for you all, you are working with the energies of the 4 and the 5. These are sort of like polar opposite energies. You have the energy of the 4, which is very meticulous, very organized, very structured, very like in it for the long haul. It's a committed energy, right? But it's very slow moving. Then you have the energy of the 5, which is very fast moving. It's very like, not focused. It's very much like wants to experience life with all of its senses. It's big. It wants its freedom. It wants expansion. It can be more scattered at times. And so it's interesting because there's something here around this new moon where you are going to want to find your freedom in. You're going to want to be able to express yourself and expand upon and like move very freely with and unconventionally and think unconventionally and do unconventional things. But you've also got the energy of the 4, which is going to slow it down, which is going to like sort of fine tune it, right? It's the taskmaster energy. So it's actually really beautiful when you can find your sweet spot because you've got this very like focused, detail oriented, let's make sure that we do it, but we do it right type of energy mixed with this very flamboyant, big, unconventional energy of the 5. So when the 2 merge, it gives you the opportunity to, do something very freeing, unconventional, that can help the greater community. Because remember, you still have that 9 energy for the month. So doing something that has the potential to help a tremendous amount of people in a big way, whether that's empowering them or, whatever, empowering self, then empowering others or inspiring and uplifting or whatever. But this big creative energy with the beautiful, strong focus of the 4. So whatever you commit to around this new moon, whatever you sort of set your sort of intentions or your sights on, because you're doing it with the influence of 4 energy, this is something that's going to take time to build. Nothing with 4 energy usually happens very quickly. Now you do have it coupled with that of the 5, so it might sort of intensify or sort of make it happen a little bit more quickly. But you just have to be patient and you need to know that you're committing for the long haul, that it's going to take time. Don't give up too easily. It will give you the rewards, but it's going to take time. And so I think that's significant because the eclipse is bringing in the energy of the 8, right? The bigger vision. Then right after that, you've got the new moon, new starts, taking a risk, new ideas, setting intentions of the 4 and the 5, which again is like the 5 is just big, unconventional, different, freeing type energy. And then the very like focused, meticulous energy of the 4. So there's definitely something here that you all may have the potential or opportunity to explore that has to do with becoming the expert, business-minded leader, freeing, kind of empowering energy that's going to take some time. that you have to commit to, right? Which of course makes sense given how long it can take the eclipse energy to sort of unfold. So this potentially could be a very big month for you all. And again, keep in mind that very selfless energy of the 9 that you're working with. So whatever it is that you initiate, start, commit to this month really does need to take into consideration the good of all, right? How do your actions, what is your why? And how does that why not only serve you, but serve others as well? So I think all these sort of themes will be kind of coming in and presenting themselves to you this month. So, and then sort of unfolding over the months to come. So beautiful, beautiful energies that you all are working with this month. I hope it's a great one. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.